What up?
How's it going?
Good. How y'all doing?
Good. You?
Oh, man. I'm good. We won. That's all that matters.
You've been doing a lot of that lately. What's been the difference in this stretch for you all? Vic brought up the, cutting out losses or close games to under 500 teams. So what's been the difference for y'all over the last 8 games?
Really, just like you said, I feel like we're just sticking together. I feel like we had a plan going into those last 8 games until All-Star break, and we just picking up where we left off at, continuing to really play together, stay together throughout the game. And, we've been reaping the benefits of that with 2 wins as of recently. But, just cleaning up the little things, and when we get a lead, keep extending the lead and trying to keep playing together, keep doing the simple things, and don't get tired of doing that.
What kind of tone does it set when Vic blocks a shot on the first 3 possessions of a game?
It's gonna be a long night. That's the tones that we like to set for somebody like Vic. He's our rim guardian. So just having him out there, deterring shots, blocking shots is big for us.
I saw your folks when you guys were in town here last year. I think I saw your mom today. What does this city mean to you and your family? And what do you remember about, being here 19 years old?
I was a young kid with talent, and just, really trying to be the best professional I could be. And I feel like Austin was so pivotal for that. I had amazing teammates, had an amazing coach in Blake Ahern's. Jeff Ledbetter was amazing for me, Jordan Green, all those older guys that kind of took me under their wing and showed me the right way to do things, and that they were around basketball for a while and knew the right way to play and the wrong way to play. And I feel like those guys helped me not only on the court and realize those things on the court, but off the court as well, whether it's being on time to things and really, just being a good teammate. And I feel like that was such a pivotal point in my career for a young guy like me, because it really showed me that, I would go back and forth to San Antonio to Austin, but those guys always showed me mad love. Like, regardless if I was up or I came down with those guys, they showed me love, and they made sure that I knew that Austin was a home for me. And that was big for me as a young kid, because I feel like I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be a part of something, and I knew I was a part of something in San Antonio, but I was in Austin more. So to have that same feeling down in Austin, which was family, and have my brothers and we go out there and have fun and compete was big for me.
Lamar was telling us before the game he used to drive down here to watch you play in the G League. Like, what kind of impact has he had on your career?
Oh, for sure. He was definitely a huge part of my journey. I feel like guys like him, Rudy, DeJounte, those guys really, took me under their wing as well and really helped me become a real professional. And I feel like, DeMar always believed in me. He always, would show up to games. Him, DeJounte, those guys, they would always show up and show love whenever they could. And it meant a lot to me, as a young player. And, any chance I get to, I show those guys love, because, without them, being big brothers to me and showing me the way, it would be hard for a young kid like me trying to find my way in the league by myself and not have any guidance. But those guys really took me under their wing and showed me the right way to do things and showed me the Spurs way, because they were here. And, I feel like I'm very fortunate, very blessed to have two big brothers to this day like that, because, some people are unfortunate enough to have vets like that. And, it's not like a time that goes by that, whenever chance I get, I acknowledge that, because they were a huge part of my success.
Keldon, you've been through the years here with the G League. You've been through the rebuild years in San Antonio and a lot of losses there along the way. How do you now prepare for what's next? Y'all are number 2 in the West. It's a playoff push coming, like a place y'all have never been before. Guys like you and Deb, how do you prepare for what you've never experienced before?
You just gotta lock into the details and prepare like you never been there. Prepare to the fullest, and knowing that, when you feel like you reach that wall or you feel like that you can't get more prepared, that you double down on it and continue to lock in and be leaders and show the guys the way. And I think it helps out that we had, former NBA champion, Harrison Barnes. We had people that have won and been in the playoffs to help guide us in the right direction. And we just continue to double down on that each and every day, and continue to pound the rock because, like you said, we look forward to making the playoff push. And we don't. Some of the guys here, including myself, don't know what to expect, but we prepare for everything so that when we're in those situations, we can be successful.
Along those lines, you guys go from here to Detroit, and if you flash back 3 years, both those teams were at the bottom of the standings. Now they're at the top. Do you see any kind of connection or common thread between those two rebuilds?
They have some good players. We have some good players. They have their own identity, and we have ours. So, we're going out there to go out there and compete and get after it come game day.
What was it like for you guys in that period to have to keep the faith that one day it's going to turn around somehow?
It's rough, I feel like I've always been on kind of winning teams, as whether it's high school or in college, and to lose that many games, obviously it sucks, but you also got to look at the bigger picture and know that tough times don't last, but tough people do. And I just stuck through the process and just kept all the outside noise out and continue to listen to my coaches, the organization, on the plan that we had. And, I'm just blessed to be here and blessed to be able to play with a great team like I have, for great coaches, and, be able to participate in something special that we're doing.
Vic said after the game that he's going to be in the dunk contest one day. What dunk would you want to see him do?
What dunk can he do is the question. That's the problem. He can do every dunk. And I feel like it just gets more and more impressive. I didn't see that dunk that he did today. That was my first time ever seeing him do that one, so I was shocked.
Keldon, you mentioned how pivotal the veterans were back in the day when you were in the G League, but now you're the veteran. How is your relationship like with the Austin Spurs players in the G League? Do you communicate with them constantly, or how close are you with those guys and giving them that same type of love that you received back in the day?
For sure. I just keep it an open line of communication. I try to stay in touch with Harrison Ingram. I talk to Stanley a little bit here and there, but we got David Jones as well. I feel like I talk to him probably the most. Unfortunately, he had a tough injury that sidelined him for the rest of the season. But just letting him know that I'm in his corner 24/7, whatever he may need, whatever support he needs, anything like that, that I'm there for him 110%. And that goes for the rest of the guys as well, knowing that they can lean on me, because it might be days that I need to lean on them. And that's all that I try to be for those guys. I don't try to be overbearing or be in their business, but whenever you need something or you need to pick up the phone, I'm there to answer. And if you just need to talk, I'm here. And I feel like that carries more weight than anything else, knowing that you can, at any time of day, any time of night, pick up the phone and I'll be there, regardless of the situation.
You talked about this team having an identity. That's something Mitch and Steph mentioned after the Thursday game. What is this team's identity in your eyes, and what do you appreciate about it?
I feel like we play our best basketball when we get stops on defense and sharing the ball. And if you look at the numbers or you look at the games where we had the most success, that's where we shine at, when we getting stops and we sharing the ball and the ball is flying across the court. That's when we at our best and playing Spurs basketball.
Thanks, Coach.
No problem. Y'all have a wonderful night. Y'all drive home safe.
You too.
Thanks,
I'll
Coach.
call you, bro.